Hi guys, I'm Mark. Welcome back to Tech Nobody. Today we're going to be reviewing the Apple Watch Series 2 6 months later. So I've been wearing the Apple Watch Series 2 every day for the last 6 months, and I thought it's about time that I let you guys know what I really think about it. So before we get into my honest opinion on the Apple Watch Series 2, let's just take a quick overview of what I bought and also what has changed since the last model of Apple Watch. Now, I've been debating pulling the trigger on buying an Apple Watch for a very long time, and with the release of Series 2, I just thought, you know what? I'm gonna give it a try. So I caved and I bought the 42mm Apple Watch Series 2 in space grey. And here is Becky's watch for comparison in size. She bought the Apple Watch Series 2 in 38mm in gold with a concrete grey strap. However, the 42mm looked way too oversized on Becky's wrist, and vice versa, the 38mm looked absolutely minuscule on my wrist. So you're really going to have to try them on to see what you can get away with and see what most importantly suits you. So what's new in the Apple Watch Series 2? Well, it's got a faster processor than previous models, which means there's going to be less delay when swiping between screens, when opening apps, which is more than welcome. It's also got a brighter display than previous models, which undoubtedly makes the Apple Watch Series 2 look so incredibly vibrant. Now, you have to bear in mind that as this watch is more powerful, it needs a bigger battery. And when I say bigger battery, I don't mean that it lasts longer. I mean that it is physically bigger. And this has made the Apple Watch Series 2 slightly thicker than previous models, but you would never notice unless you literally put them side by side to compare them. The Apple Watch Series 2 finally has GPS tracking, which means you can track your workouts. You can track the exact route on a map of where your workout took you without needing your phone with you to do so. Now, I don't know what charger came with Apple Watch Series 1, but the Series 2 charger is it's like the best designed plug I have ever seen in my life. And as a kind of tech nerd, I've never been so excited over a mains power adapter, but you just have to look at this to believe it. No more standing on plugs. You can just fold it in. I really feel like this is the future of mains plugs. Now, this is a UK plug, by the way, so this may not be applicable to you if you're in another country, but you've just got to appreciate this amazing design. I just do this for fun. It's amazing. And of course, it's water resistant up to 50 meters. Now, because of this, they've also implemented a new water lock system, which will help to avoid accidental taps when swimming. So clearly there's more of an emphasis on fitness with this Apple Watch. And now, I don't really proclaim to be a fitness kind of guy. I'm not even that really much of an active person. You'll usually find me sitting at my computer, editing a video or reading up on tech. And I can't even swim. So you may wonder, why the hell did you even buy this in the first place? Let's get to it. 6 months later, wearing it every day, what is my opinion? Now, as you know, I said I'm not a fitness guy. I'm very inactive. I don't really move. Why the hell would I even buy this in the first place? Well, the great thing is I didn't even buy it for this reason, but it has undoubtedly made me more of an active person. I am a little bit more into fitness, and it's just because it monitors it, and it's really clever in how it kind of updates you and it reminds you to do stuff. I mean, it made me realize that I hardly move during the day. Like, I literally do just sit at my computer and I don't really do anything. I mean, you only have to look at your steps count. The day is over and I didn't move. And it's that little kind of reminder that has made me just go outside, go for a walk, go for a run. And I'm not a fitness guy still, but maybe I am a little bit. Now, 6 months later, it does have a couple of scratches. I'm not sure if you can even see this, but as I said, I'm a guy, I just sit at my computer most of the day. I don't really do much strenuous activity or anything, yet I have had a few little scratches. Now, I don't know where these came from, and I could understand if I had been doing, like, say, rock climbing or more extreme sports that you're probably encouraged to do while wearing the Apple Watch, but I haven't. I think it's just occasionally, like, it's a watch. You'll occasionally catch it on a door as you walk past, which I have. And sadly, it has resulted in a few scratches. So it's not as tough as I would have liked it to be, because to be honest, the use it's had, I've worn it every day, but the use it's had is very light. not very abrasive, and certainly not really warranting a couple of scratches within 6 months. One thing that really bugged me over the last 6 months is how poor the support for WhatsApp is. Now, the Apple Watch actually has an amazing support for text messages. As you know, you can't really write a full text message on this very well, but they have some really creative ways of being able to reply to people. You can send, obviously, emojis, you can have a few set replies, but then you've also got this really cool thing where you can draw a little kind of picture which will kind of recreate itself when sent to someone, which is really nice. But I don't send text messages. I haven't sent a text message this year. All my friends, all my family use WhatsApp. Now, I know you could blame WhatsApp for this, but it undoubtedly brings down the functionality of the watch for me because that's all I use. I don't use text messages at all. So my main problem with WhatsApp is if someone sends you a message on WhatsApp, it's totally fine. It shows up, you can look at your watch and it shows the message. However, if that person sends you 2 messages at a time, you can't see either of those messages anymore. All you can do is see a generic message which just says 2 WhatsApp notifications, and then you can't see it ever. You have to get your phone out to look at the messages, and that really disappoints me because WhatsApp is all I use. Over the last 6 months, it has never run out of battery because I just put it on charge at night. You don't even need to. You could charge it every few days and that would be more than sufficient. I know it's like, it's pretty sad really in this day and age to be like, wow, the battery lasts more than a day, because you would have thought things would have progressed more than that. But, you know, thumbs up. It's not like a phone where you're constantly fighting for the last percentage of battery. So I'm more into fitness, which is, trust me, it's some kind of miracle. It's got a few minor scratches and the WhatsApp support is really disappointing. Now, I'm not blaming the watch for this, but I just wanted to warn you guys, if you happen to use WhatsApp, what you're in for. But most importantly, I couldn't live without it anymore. It's just the perfect companion to your iPhone. It would feel odd not having it now because they just work so harmoniously together. Even subtle things like just raising my wrist to see if anyone has texted me, called me, or I missed anything or any notifications, and I see nothing. And then I put my wrist down and carry on with my work so that I don't get my phone out, get distracted, going on apps, checking this, checking that. And it's just little things like that that kind of, you know, I think hopefully improve my working life in a more positive way. So is it worth upgrading from your Apple Watch Series 1? Probably not, unless you're some sort of fitness fanatic who is desperate for GPS tracking or water resistance. I mean, I can say that I probably would have been quite happy with the Series 1 because those fitness aspects aren't really that important to me. It's more the little things like, say, Apple Pay, the contactless payments, never missing a phone call and things like that, which were all available on the Series 1. Now, this one is faster, but, you know, you've got to weigh it up with the price and everything like that. So I personally think if you've got an Apple Watch Series 1, stick with it. If I didn't have one before, Series 2 is a great place to start. So that's it for my review of the Apple Watch Series 2. If you enjoyed it, if it helped you, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you're feeling brave enough. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below if you've got any questions for me as someone who has owned it and lived with it for 6 months, if there's anything that I didn't mention that you'd like to know, or if you've got the watch, and just let me know how you've got on with it and what your experiences are with it. So thanks for watching, guys, and remember, when it comes to tech, trust nobody.